Hi, folks. John Hecker here again, the pro at Brooklyn Country Club in Rochester, New York. Last week I was down at the Honda Classic and they let you shoot some videos. It's a little bit from a distance, but anyway, it's worth looking at of some of the players around the practice area. So this is after the round. On the left is Armando Grillo. He's a Ryder Cup player, and he's practicing his chipping. And interestingly enough, on the right there, one of his drills was to put a ball on a tee and then to practice hitting shots, trying to hit the ball off the tee. And it took him a few shots to hit it. I thought he could do it right away. And it ended up taking him about 10 shots, but he knocked it off the tee. And you might ask, well, why would a guy do that? What could he get out of that? Well, number one is it gets you away from thinking about mechanics. You're thinking about your target, which is sports psychologists are always trying to get top players to think about their target and forget about how they do it. So this would be an excellent drill there. You'd be focusing on landing your ball right at the tee. And the other one is to develop distance control so you can actually fly the ball, within a couple feet of where you're aiming the ball. In theory, is going to roll out to the hole. You're going to have really mastery over the flight of the ball and how far it's going to go, and that's the secret to the short game. So, you watched kind of a neat drill there. I think it'd be something kind of fun to practice out on the course there. Now, I'm going to show you a couple other things that happened out there. Here is the same guy. He got a great golf swing. He's got a simple tool here that he uses. He just put a string on the ground and tied it to a shaft and walked the shaft ahead maybe 7 or 8 yards, and he hit shots off of that. And you might ask, well, what's he doing there? Well, what he's trying to do is, this is kind of a cornerstone of shot making. If a person wants to fade the ball, he's going to aim left and try to start the ball left, and that's what the pole is there. So he starts the ball left of the pole so that the ball will drift to the right and hopefully hit his target. And he was doing the same thing on the other side. You can kind of see the divots there. So again, a cornerstone of good shot making is fade start left and curve to the right, and draw start right and curve to the left. And as long as you can get the ball starting to the opposite side of your target and have the ball work into your target, you're going to have a good chance of having an effective drill. So that's what he was doing here. And then the last thing that was out there is on the right. I have Nick Watney hitting some short bunker shots, and I found it really interesting watching him hit these shots, because it turned out what he's trying to do is hit a very soft bunker shot. And I don't really see this too often, in the sense that generally if someone's trying to hit a short bunker shot, they're either going to try to put a lot of spin on it, which is going to require you to hit the ball hard, or they're going to try to hit it very high, which again is going to create somewhat of a firmer swing to get the ball to land soft because of the trajectory. Well, he's actually doing it from swinging easy, and he's only hitting this ball 3 or 4 yards. And so how is he doing it? Well, number one is he shortened his swing. Number two is the club face is very open, and you'll be able to tell that coming through here. You can kind of pick up his club face there, right there. Very open, very different than you would for a normal shot. So he's using the bounce of the club to slide the club under the ball, and again using a lot of loft. And then ironically, as I said, I hadn't really seen it very often, was sort of a half swing bunker shot and hitting it very softly so that it lands softly and won't roll very far. So anyway, these guys are trying to work on areas of their game. This is after the round, maybe things to get better. They were there for quite a while, grinding it out. And this is kind of how the tour players do it. Their life isn't just playing 18 holes and going home. They're practicing before, playing golf, maybe having lunch if they were morning tee time, and then getting out on the range and working on the things that they think can help lower their scores. So give some of these things a try. I'm sure they'll help your game and help you lower your scores. Look forward to seeing you out in the course soon.